Hi folks, how you doing? Hope everyone's well. It's been a long time since I've spoken on a YouTube video, so it's nice to do a little tutorial video. Various different reasons for that. Main one being time. YouTube videos are very time consuming, so I like to just chuck the jams up, and to be honest, my main video area tends to be Facebook really. But I do like to do the tutorials on here. And leading on from that, I'm going further now into private tuition, guitar tuition. So, you know, I'm doing online lessons, and if you live in the northwest of the UK, I'll be doing human-to-human lessons, so please do look me up. But yeah, I'm available all over the globe with this new thing, into Google. Very good. Okay, moving on from that, I'd like to do a little bit of a guessing game, or a little bit of a game, really. In the introduction jam, I was using a very different guitar to the one I'm using here. The guitar that I'm using in the jam was lent to me by a neighbour, and it is a fantastic guitar, but I would be really impressed if anybody could guess the make of that guitar, okay? And leave it in the comments below. A little clue, those people who live in the UK, this make of guitar used to be stocked in Argos, you know, which is not a traditional music shop. It's more of a bit of everything kind of shop. And in the 90s, they used to stock these guitars, and I actually owned one. It was like the second guitar I ever owned when I was, a kid. So yeah, it begins with H. Thirdly, the lesson. The reason you're here, hopefully. So I've been listening to Joe Bonamassa's new album, and we all know that he does these incredibly fast cascading licks, and it's all picked. Very good. But if you're anything like me, you've been playing guitar for a long time, you kind of grew up with the likes of Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Eddie Van Halen, these kind of beasts. You're more of a legato-y kind of hammer-on, pull-off kind of guy. You've probably been through the mill trying to learn the picking technique of, Eric Johnson and Joe Bonamassa, and quite frankly, it ain't happening. And it's something that really only through YouTube, this has been something that's even been a thing really. So when I was learning the guitar, it was never really about getting the technique absolutely nailed. It was more about getting the sound absolutely nailed. And whatever technique you used to do that, was great. So I tend to try and play these cascading pentatonic licks using either legato or hammer-ons and pull-offs, or a bit of both and a bit of picking. Whatever works really. Anyway, here are the two licks I'm going to give you today. Lick number one is in B minor. And I use this in the intro jam, definitely. Definitely do use it, yeah. And it sounds like this. Very good, that. That's it. Okay, so I'm not going to speak these notes out each one because it's fast. If you're watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're a reasonable guitar player, yeah? Because if this is like the second time you've picked up a guitar, Joe Bonamassa licks are not the lesson for you, okay? So do look me up online or person to person in the UK, Northwest. Okay, so here is the lick slowly. I'm going to do it 3 times real slow, and then I'm going to play it fast a couple of times. First 4 notes, very important. Even slower. Even slower. one was the best one on the lesson. So it's quite hard to do these licks in isolation, I find. Hope everyone's getting that. The basic principle is he's changing boxes. And this is, you know, something that these guys do all the time. They shift through the pentatonic boxes. Okay, lick one. So lick number two is something that I do quite a lot, and it's more in the style of rather than a definite lick. That last one, I kind of heard Bonamassa doing that in an interview somewhere, and it was pretty cool. So this one is in E minor, the key of the people. Okay, and it sounds like this. It's slightly different because it's not building up really or just going down. It's kind of like got a nice like, I like to use this as a linking lick actually. One more time fast and I'll slow it right down. Okay, so the principle's pretty similar to the last one really. You're going to slide up this E minor pentatonic box. All hammer-ons, one pick on each ring. So these little slides are really important, yeah? And from there you're going to go. Okay, so I'm going to slow it down, play it 3 times slow, and then I'm going to play it fast. It'll hopefully get slower each time. Times. One more time. Alright, hope you've enjoyed that, guys. Speak to you again probably in about a year. See ya. Hi folks, how you doing? Hope everybody's well. So this is the first video I've done in ages where I actually do some talking. So it's nice to do a little bit.